Hello, welcome. Here we are in the third part of the lecture, which was dealing with use of EU logo and rules of the labeling for organic production according to the EU regulation. As I said, this is the third part. I have spoken in two previous parts about use of logo and labeling in the food products. And in this part, I will speak about use of logo and rules of labeling referring to the organic feed for animals. I want to remind here that when speaking about use of EU logo and labeling rules in organic food and feed, in fact, we're referring to the Regulation 889, which is not else but includes the implementation rules of Regulation 834. This lecture has two important points to discuss. The first was organic production logo of the European Union. So use was dealing about the use of logo in the European Union in the organic food. And the second, which is the object of this part of the lecture, is specific labeling requirements for feeds. Here you have the link where you can download the Regulation 889 of 2008. However, just remember, bear in mind that this regulation is from 2008. It is amended different time. So, especially the part related to European logo for organic production has changes, and it is not anymore the part which corresponds to the Title 3, the annex, which is the Annex 11. It is not anymore like it was when the Regulation 889 was approved in 2008. Here you have a general structure of Regulation 889 of 2008. As you see, there are 5 titles, 22 chapters, and 97 articles. However, in this lecture, we will not speak about all the titles because I have discussed for them in separated lectures. For example, there was an individual special lecture about Title 1 and Title 2, another lesson lecture in for Title 4, which deals with control, and a separate lecture for Title 5. We are referring here still the Title 3 of the Regulation 889 of 2008 regarding organic production logo of the European Union. The chapter 2, which I want to speak about now, is focused on specific labeling requirements for feed. And let's start with Article 59, Scope, Use of Trademarks and Sales Descriptions. This chapter shall not apply to pet food and feed for animals or feed for aquaculture animals. The trademarks and sales description bearing an indication refer to Article 23, Paragraph 1 of Regulation 834/2007 about organic production may be used only if at least, like in food, at least 95% of the product's dry matter is comprised of feed material from the organic production method. Indication on processed feed. Without prejudice to Articles 61 and 59, second paragraph of this regulation, the terms referred to Article 23 of Regulation 834, so about organic production, may be used on processed feed provided that A. The processed feed complies with the provisions of the regulation that I mentioned 834, and in particular with Articles 14 and 18. The processed feed complies with the provisions of this regulation, so the Regulation 889, and in particular with Articles 22 and 26. And C, at least 95% of the product's dry matter is organic. 2. The subject to the requirement laid down in points A and B of paragraph 1, the following statement, so later or down there is a statement, so the following statement is permitted in the case of products comprising variable quantities of feed materials from the organic production method and or feed materials from products in conversion to organic farming and or non-organic materials. So in this case can be stated that on the label may be used in organic production in accordance with the Regulation 834 of 2007 and 889 of 2008. Article 61, conditions for the use of indication on processed feed. So the indication provided for Article 60 shall be separate from the wording referred to Article 5 of Council Directive 79 or in Article 5, Paragraph 1 of another Directive 96. Presented in a color, format or character font that does not draw more attention to it than to the description or name of the animal feeding stuff, which is referred to the same articles of Directive 79 and Article 5 of Directive 96. C. Accompanied in the same field of vision by an indication by weight of dry matter, referring first to the percentage of feed material from the organic production method, to the percentage of feed material from products in conversion to organic farming, 3. To the percentage of feed material not covered by points E or point, first point, second point. Then to the total percentage of animal feed of agricultural origin, accompanied by a list of names of feed materials from the organic production method. E. Accompanied by a list of names of feed materials from products in conversion to organic production. And 2. The indication provided in Article 60 may be also accompanied by a reference to the requirements to use the feeding stuff in accordance with Article 21 and 22 of Regulation 834 of 2007. Article 62, which is part of Chapter 3, named Other Specific Label Requirements, deals with in-conversion products of plant origin. In-conversion products of plant origin may bear the indication product under conversion to organic farming, with the condition or provided that a conversion period of at least 12 months before the harvest has been complied. B. The indication shall appear in a color, size, and style of lettering which is not more prominent or more obvious than the sales description of the product. The entire indication shall have the same size of letters. And C. The product contains only one crop ingredient or agricultural origin. And D. The indication is linked to the code number of the control body or control authority as referred to what I explained in previous part of this lecture. And referring to the articles, it refers to Article 27 of Regulation 834 of 2007. With this part, I concluded the lecture. I concluded the third part and of the lecture, which was referring to use of EU logo for organic production and some rules about labeling. So I wish you a good study and hope that you will enjoy this lecture. See you.